MGM is not seeking money, but is asking not to be held liable under a federal law passed after the 9/11 terror attacks. Do they have a case? Joining me now, former criminal defense attorney Emily Compagno. Emily, welcome back.
Hi, Kennedy. Thank you.
So, does MGM have a case here?
Right. I see two major weaknesses with their argument and then one strength. And the first weakness is the purpose of the act. It was passed in order to incentivize and reward and then protect security companies that worked with the Department of Homeland Security and obtained certifications in order to immunize them from liability for large terrorist attacks like 9/11, right? And the second is the fact that the victims were alleging a negligence that went far before the actual event in question. And yet MGM in this lawsuit just states that the security company who obtained that certification just worked that event in particular. But these victims are saying, look, for a week, Paddock was staying at your place. Yes. You weren't doing anything about it. You failed to notice all this stuff. So I think if the judge in any way sees those two, then he'll ignore this. And the third, the strength, however, is the fact that the act itself defines an act of terrorism so broadly.
That's one of my questions.
Exactly. It's just that it's an unlawful act that results in the mass destruction of citizens or institutions of the United States. Mm-hmm. And moving forward, this might protect from liability, if this is successful, corporations, which this act has never been argued before in that regard.
Interesting. So what about the perception? You know, when people hear that Mandalay Bay, MGM is essentially suing these poor victims, I mean, it sounds sickening. And it doesn't matter what kind of explanation or legalese they might throw out into the public sphere. The whole thing just seems really gross.
I agree. And I also think that the issue with the PR statement that MGM released when they announced the suit failed to even address that at all. It failed to say, look, you know, we might face financial ruin, complete bankruptcy, and this is the only way we can protect ourselves, and we truly feel that we did everything there was none of that. It was, by removing it to federal court, this ensures a streamline and a speed that the victims deserve, and everyone saw through the fact that that wasn't true.
I don't know.
It was kind of deliberately deceitful.
It'll be very interesting to see where this goes, because it could set an incredible precedent. Emily, thank you so much.